a bad way to go. It's a cool story, though. I mean, I'm Shannon. Tell me what New Wyoming is. I want to go there.
All right.
Thanks again.
Thank you so much. And
Yeah.
thank you, Super Secret Team. Next team is Team Scorpio.
Hi, everyone. I just want to first say thank you for the game camp for this opportunity. I've been playing games since I was a kid, and this is just something I never thought I'd be able to do. But that being said, let me introduce our team. We're Team Scorpio. Next slide. We are a small team. Just about everyone on our team is new to making video games or pretty much even using Unity at all. We are really strong with creating narrative, and that is what we are going to focus on in our story, which is called Project Mable. Next slide. Project Mable is a game that pretty much the setting is inside the character's head. Mable is a character who has a psychological issues. We're going to use that as an opportunity to use a lot of different types of game mechanics to tell the story. We're going to make this game available to play on WebGL, PC, Apple, just about all platforms that we're able to program it for. The genre would be considered more of a narrative exploration adventure. What we will call the unique selling points would be that it's a surreal adventure, and the gameplay is going to be mind bending. The setting is, we're debating on having it set in like a nouveau version of Storyville, which is an old city in New Orleans, but it's going to be in the future. Next slide. The mini games are going to be used to tell the story. The reason why we choose to use mini games as opposed to a lot of customized assets is the obvious reasons. No one on the team really knows how to build everything from scratch. So we're going to use the assets that are available on Unity and kind of modify those heavily to be able to produce at least a mock-up of the game. The central theme is who is Mable, and where is Mable, and what is Mable? Because that's something that we're kind of keeping quiet, because that's what we consider a dark secret, because you don't know what Mable really is. You think you may know what Mable is, but there's going to be a twist. Next slide. This is just the mood board. Since we don't really have any artists on our team, we're using a lot of internet assets just to kind of conceptualize what we're going to build out through Unity. The first scene is a conceptualized version of the colors that we're going to use for our city. It's going to be New Orleans in the future at one point and New Orleans in the past. So by using this mood board, it kind of gives us an idea of which direction we're going to go. These are just the characters that you see are, of course, characters that are pulled from the internet, but we're going to incorporate versions of these when we make our NPCs. It's a work in progress. Right now, we just have we currently just have it in gray box. Very fundamental, but we're just trying to work on getting more assets incorporated into the project. And that's it.
All right. Thank you so much, Team Scorpio. Judges, your thoughts.
So just quickly, I'll chime in. Your description of how you're going to build the game out of the little parts pulled from the asset store, dropped into your gray box, and then iterated on, that's a great way to make your first game. And when I hear that you're clearly experienced at whatever else you do, but the fact that you're all together for the first time as game players getting ready to build something I love hearing those stories. And I love it even more when I hear something come out that was smart. That was like, hey, I'm going to go do this as my way to build the game. At the same time, this whole idea of, very intriguing piece of that art at the top of what Mable, who she is, but then you telling me that the story is both psychological, and yet it's also the unraveling of this, who is she or what is she or where is she it's pretty cool. Your pitch was great, and I'm compelled.
Yeah, and what you're doing, if you don't have the art resources or whatever, like just putting together those mood boards, that's brilliant. That really helps you understand exactly what your game is going to feel like, and so that when you do bring artists on staff, or onto the team, they can know too. It is really good. It's a good, you mentioned that you guys are all first time game developers, but you're doing some pretty experienced things with this project, so I feel pretty good about that.
And I'll just throw in really quick, your 3 big questions: who is Mable, where is Mable, and what is Mable? They feel like 3 acts of a story to me. I don't know if that's the way that you're thinking about it, but it would be really fun to experience the story that way through the mini games that you guys are creating. Also, just huge kudos for going after, I think, a much more complex story than I've seen from, frankly, a lot of the professional pitches that we've seen lately.
All right. Thanks so much for your feedback, judges, and for your presentation, Team Scorpio.